Hello and welcome back to Patch Notes. I am Tom. I am here with some of the team members from Booze and Bruise. What is your name?
I'm Mia.
I'm Alistair.
And how are you guys today? I know it's a bit stressful and you've never done this before, but just in general, how are you guys all doing today?
Yeah, good. Just submitted a final deadline for
Yeah.
this term, so feeling quite good about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, knackered.
You
Dissertation
You
is
guys looking
not for
forward to
weeks.
Christmas?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, when do you guys go home? A couple of weeks, roughly.
Next weekend.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sadly not. I'm stuck here. I am working Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day.
What do you do for work?
I work at the pub.
wow.
Keith I didn't. If you want to come torment me, come say hi. But yeah,
What are your hours on Christmas Day?
12 till 6.
Oh,
and
wow.
then 11 till 11 on Boxing Day.
Crazy.
So yeah.
Wow. I hate
Money
that.
up, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
you figure the money, but at the same time,
Gonna
it's crazy.
suck.
So tell about your game. What is your game? Just what is the concept? So what's the ideas behind it? Just walk me a little bit through what you have. What is Booze and Bruise?
So Booze and Bruise is a co-op mixture between an arcade brawler and a bartending simulator. So it's quite a fast-paced game. You're working together with a friend, and you're trying to defend your brand new cocktail bar from all the angry locals that are really sad you renovated their pub.
Oh, well, what's your kind of do you want to?
So, yeah, on the more mechanics, I don't think we did that, but I'm one of the lead programmers, and me is the lead environmental artist and all that. So we're doing a local-based multiplayer. So instead of doing like split screen or something like that you normally expect, you'll be running on two separate machines, with one being like the bartender making drinks, and one being the bouncer fighting off these locals that are so mad.
How is it? Your perspective as the coder.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying the experience of?
It's hell, but
It's hell.
it's hell on earth, but I'm really enjoying it. It's a good challenge. It's
Yeah.
a big change of pace from what I've been doing the last 2 years.
So what inspiration of games? What games are you using as inspiration for this?
We're definitely using Paint the Town Red for the physics and like.
I've watched Jacksepticeye play that.
Yeah.
Quite
He's
a few
always
years
got a good
ago. And
let's
it's quite
play.
an old video, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So we got that, and then drunken bar fight.
Drunken bar fight.
Yeah, that's like a quite similar game to what half of our game is. And then Overcooked, more for like the vibe of just like the stress of
making these cocktails.
the main mechanics is the bartender is making cocktails, and they do buffs or they do debuffs, and then you have to serve them to your partner or throw them at the enemies. So there's kind of a stressful element in that you'll have your partner screaming at you, I need this, I need that, and then you've got to make it. So Overcooked is like a big inspiration of what we took from that vibe.
I've played Overcooked before, and I think I've also seen videos online where people will literally do like presentations or whatever on like, this is your role, and they're all like shouting at each other. But no, that's cool. So run me through your the roles. So on your, like, how many people have you got in your team, and kind of like the roles you have?
We have 8 people on our team.
8.
I do lose track of the numbers sometimes. Yeah, we have 8. So we have 2 programmers, 3 environment artists, a concept artist, character artist, 1 game designer, and then a sound designer.
Is there any, if you could choose, is there any roles? If someone extra came on, and you want, what role would you kind of want to have?
Love an animator.
Yeah, I think we'd all
love
say
an
animator.
animator.
Yeah. Mixamo is gonna be a big one for us. Yeah.
To be abused.
Do you want to have a little, just go through the PowerPoint here, and if there's anything in particular you want to show us or talk about or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. You've got the mouse.
I have got the
You
mouse.
have got the mouse.
I'm the man with the mouse, so we'll just shoot through it. We've kind of gone through the core mechanics, inspiration for everything. We did a massive market research on this, really went through Steam. Mia's the one who can explain this.
Yeah, so we went through Steam, a lot of like our inspiration games. We went through all of the reviews and like the verified reviews. Could you go back for a second? Thanks. That's fine. And then we just kind of saw like what worked and what didn't work, and what people enjoyed about those games, and how we can use them to influence what we're going to do in our game. So like big things were that like enemies were just too boring, like they were not enough like differences between them, and that maybe things were too easy on the bartending side of some of the bartending games that we looked at. Like you didn't have to memorize anything, so memory mechanics are a big thing in our game. You can't just have access to all of the recipes all the time, and you have to make them right. Otherwise, it's not going to do what you want.
Do you need to play 2-player?
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah,
it's a core part of the thing. So we're like pushing it to like streamers as well. So having like 2 people play at the same time, it's massive at the moment. You've got games like Peak, all these big multiplayer games, Split Fiction, all of that. These big games that are being streamed and getting big numbers. So we thought, what's in the market, and have that. And there's nothing really. It's all about co-op. So having that slight difference between mechanics, we thought would be quite interesting.
So what kind of art style are you guys kind of going for in ways? Like, you show off some artwork or a player art, or just any proud artwork you want to show?
Yeah, so this is our like main mood board. So we're going for quite like a classy style of bar. So the main narrative of the game is you've transformed this like lovely local pub into this, you know, upscale bar, and you know everyone's unhappy, but it is a nice bar. So we're doing a cell shaded art style.
Okay.
So inspiration like Borderlands, like lots of thick black outlines.
Oh yeah.
Like bright fun colors as well. Like we want it to be a very colorful just experience. As an arcade game, we feel like it should like really like grab your attention. So yeah, that's our like inspiration board.
So what I'm trying to word this properly. What if you had to give this to hang on. What how would you persuade people, as it were? How would you persuade people to kind of like play a game? Like, what makes your game stand out maybe to other games, maybe in the GA here, or just in general, that kind of stand out, and maybe players would choose your game over other games?
Yeah, I think it is the local multiplayer. Having 2 laptops being sat next to your friend. I'm sure you remember playing like Call of Duty as a kid, where you had the split screen and you spend half the time looking at the other screen.
Doing like a 1v1, and then your friend has always been like, you're watching my screen.
Exactly. So we're getting around that by having it on 2 separate machines entirely. So you get involved in your thing and then broken by your bartender or bouncer friend next to you screaming at you because you're not making the cocktails fast enough. They're getting overwhelmed. You've made the recipe wrong, and now you've given them a debuff instead of a buff. It's very that's I think what's make it fun, and what's going to make people want to come back and keep playing it. Is get that high score, show your friends that now we're actually better friends. Look at the team chemistry. Us 2 got like the score, you only got that score. We're better.
So you kind of want to add like a bit of a competitive side to it as well. Is it going to be, do you think you would possibly want to do so just the online is like 2 computers as well, so I could be here, you could be somewhere completely else, and like if you tried it now, would it work, or is there still...
if it's on the same network, we can do that currently.
Like a LAN.
Yeah, LAN network's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe as a stretch goal, we could go into like WAN, but that then requires admin permissions, like IP pushing and stuff like that, which is a bit beyond scope for us at the moment. But at the moment, realistically, you could have someone up at the very top of this building, someone in the bottom left, and still play the same game. So a forward goal is to be able to do that, but at the moment, with what we're given, we'll just keep it local player. But yeah.
So, for example, next time we see you guys will be in February.
Yeah.
So that's in a couple of months' time, roughly. Where do you want to see your game by February? What do you hope is finished, or what do you want to see by then?
I think like 100% the core loop. So you prep, and then you play, and then you have your results. So in the prep stage, you have between waves. It's a wave-based fighting game. You have about 30 seconds approximately. The bartender can restock their drinks ingredients, and the bouncer can, grab all of their items that they want to use for the next round. Because we have interactable objects as weapons. And then you play through the level, and then you have the results where you die, and then you get your high score on the leaderboard, or you move on to the next wave. So we definitely would want to have that implemented, where you could just keep playing. Even if the enemies are maybe slightly basic still, like you could just keep playing the core loop over and over again till you fail.
Yeah.
So I think that's main mechanics wise.
Yeah, pretty much.
What we're aiming for.
What's been the hardest task?
Like server work.
The server.
Oh, it's been awful.
How long has that roughly taken you?
Well,
is it just, so Is it just you kind of working on it, or is
On
it?
the server side, yeah, but as we
really?
said, we have 3 programmers, so all the mechanics, stuff like that, I've kind of let everyone else go and been
But
a
you're
bit
mainly
selfish.
focusing on that multiplayer serve.
Yeah, the
connection
core
thing. Yeah.
thing, but it's awful. Trying to send packets is so much fun.
What about your perspective? What's been a bit of a challenge for you?
I think on the art side, the biggest challenge was deciding what our art style would be. Like to get everyone like have sort of the same version of stylized, cel shaded, like outlined with fun colors. Like that as like a basis does sound good, but like when you actually think about it, like you have 3 different people, and then everyone has an entirely different concept of what that is. So what definitely took us the longest has not been making the assets; it's been deciding on like how we're going to keep them consistent across everyone. But we have achieved that now, I think. So
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there anything? Do you wanna? So what's this we're looking at here?
So
Is this the mechanics?
This is our
script?
mechanics basic movement, which is where our game is at the most current state. So you'll see this is our main menu going on. Got the nice drinks flying in the background, the options menu where we can change music and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Then we go into the bar itself. Yeah, you'll see very nice, simple UI inventory, which was our other programmer. He's done all the work for this. Really impressive. You can pick up, goes into your inventory slot. You can run, as you see, the enemies start chasing after you. You can throw stuff about, pick up multiple things. Each thing will have a different thing. We would have to change it up to a chair, but yeah, we can pick stuff up. You can switch between the 2 of them, place items, throw them. Pretty good. And we also have a nice pause menu done by our designer and stuff like that. Same thing, shows you a list of mechanics, how to do it. So yeah, that's where our game currently is. Working on lighting, making it look pretty, and then yeah, we'll push 2 players into it. And
Have you tried that yet? Even for like testing, like
so we do have this, which is showing off an older version of the player connecting. So this is the server side of it. This is our client. Goes in, presses test, boom, spawns in, and if you go back, you'll see he spawns in.
wow, yeah.
So we can spawn 2 people into a scene,
That's cool.
push them in, and get over the. If you've had any experience of Unity, you know if you try and put 2 cameras within a scene, it's not very happy. So yeah, we've done that, and you can fully push the 2 players in. It's now just trying to code functions and send them between each other and have it so it's not a laggy mess. Which
No,
is
definitely. I think it looks. I think like with what we can see and what I've seen in the past and all that kind of stuff. Like you guys, for the groups we have at least, you guys are the only people doing multiplayer, and that's cool. I like that. But I do the artwork that I've seen. I mean, I know it's a different project, but for your personal one, that also you guys are good at what you do, and I think I definitely can see you guys in the future this coming a long way and being really good. But personal questions. What are your guys' favorite games?
Ooh.
Like, if you had to kind of like choose like 1 or 2, like just to play.
Rip.
What's that?
Elden Ring.
Elden
I
Ring.
love From Software games. The continuous, the
like
battle,
Dark
all of
Souls?
it. Yeah, I've played Dark Souls.
You played all of them.
I've
Bloodborne?
100%ed all of them.
Oh wow.
Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Elden Ring. Love them all. Night Rain. All of it.
So you like
Love
that?
it.
You like them? See, I think with Elden Ring, for example, I kind of, or Sekiro especially, maybe like 20, like half an hour in, I'm just stuck on the same boss,
Yeah.
and I just give up. I just
fair.
kind of give up. But I've seen like videos like YouTube, for example, of like people doing like wearing no armor, no nothing, and yet they're just
Yeah, I've
defeating
seen
like the
that.
most hardest bosses in the world or the game. And I'm just like, how the hell? How do you do that? How do you?
Yeah.
That's what I want to try next. It'd be
Oh,
like,
really?
No weapons run.
Yeah. I
and
think I
just
saw someone
fists.
defeat Elden Ring on a like dance pad, like one that you would use for like
Just
DDR.
like,
yeah, like
I-
Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh god, it's crazy. What the
Yeah,
hell?
using one of them. I don't know how. I don't know what the mechanics were, but it looked crazy.
What about you though? What's your
The Sims.
Really?
It's an easy answer. Yeah. I feel like that's what actually made me want to make games in the first place. Is just building
Yeah,
houses
because
in The Sims.
with the Sims, you've obviously you got the building side to it where you
Yeah.
can build a house. For
The
example,
building, the landscaping. So I was like, why can't I just do this as like a job?
do you play Minecraft? Do you
Yeah.
do you build around in Minecraft?
Yeah,
and stuff like
I'm
that?
currently building a big tree house
Oh, really?
in my Minecraft world right now.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've got a server with my housemates, so I actually need to get on that. Now that my deadlines are done, I can finally focus on the
I know.
important things.
I feel like with deadlines kind of wrapping up and being done, it's like it is that weight off your shoulder, and then you can kind of breathe and go back to play your games, for example, stuff like that. Well, is anything before we wrap up soon? Is there anything else you want to show us on the presentation, or anything you kind of want? Are you excited about, or you want to tell us that you haven't said, or?
I'm not sure. Is there anything else on this one, or we can go on to? Is there anything else on the work in progress deck?
I'm pretty
Kind of...
What is your? What actually is your favorite just part concept of the game? Like, what is something that you just like, when the idea came up, you're like, oh, that's really cool, and you actually you're working on it, or is there anything?
I think for me, it's the bartending side of
Yeah.
it. I'm really excited when those mechanics come into play, because the idea of it almost being more of like a tower defense sort of like vibe. You're like making your weapons behind the bar and then you're like lobbing them out. I think that sounds really fun. I prefer to play the support character in games, which is what we hope. We hope that one person will be like, I want to fight, and one person will be like, I want to be more support.
Two roles, but obviously helping each other.
Yeah, even though you can also do damage from behind the bar. So I'm excited to see how it'll play out with the buffs and debuffs, and how you can use them, because they affect both enemy and player. So
How's
you
your
can either screw up your friend or help them.
how's your team finding it? The other people you're working with, are they enjoying it? Are you guys getting along? Because obviously, I'm not saying, you're not trying to. Yeah, you don't have to say anything bad if there's any negative, but at the end of the day, you want to have a team that you get along with.
No,
stuff
just
like
one
that.
I'm joking.
Yeah, there's one person.
It's actually been, I think, one of the best team competitions I've had. I think in
I
the
think
3 years.
we're all getting along really well. I think everyone's quite excited about the idea. We made our team in the last week of the 3-week gaming jam.
Oh yeah.
So we were in
the
another
league.
team, and then 4 of us, we decided we're not into this concept.
What was the original concept?
It was the long week, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're also on
with Isaac.
Yeah.
Crazy. We had them just
which
before
is
you
a
guys.
really cool game.
So
and
it
there
is.
was so many people in that team. I think we were like 13
Yeah, because
or 14.
you said there was 14, and
Yeah.
then now there's 10.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they've got 6 artists or something along the lines of that. So
Yeah, so it was 5 environment artists over there.
Crazy.
And then some of us left. But yeah, so I think everyone's quite excited about it, because we kind of chose to go and do it. Like in the last week, we were like, let's take a bit of a risk and just go make this game that we're really excited about. So I think everyone is pretty happy.
Pretty on board with it, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel a bit greedy because I'm on computer science, so we weren't really introduced in the Games Academy with all the teams last year. So it's kind of felt that I will go to this game, and all the comp sci students who want to make a game have gone, can we go to you? And that's how we've ended up with 3 programmers, which feels kind of greedy when you look at other teams, but
Yeah.
it just means we can make the best game possible. So I'm happy. We need it. This multiplayer stuff is
No, I can imagine.
fun.
I can imagine. I've spoken to people in the past, where they've tried to set multiplayer stuff. I mean, me personally, I'd be there. That would take. I don't think I can even do it, because it just. But before we head off, I wanted to quickly ask. How would you compare, you personally? How would you guys compare your work from first year, comparing it to now, and what kind of skills do you think you guys learned, from your time here at uni?
Yeah, as first year, I came in, I've had coding knowledge before. I was okay at coding, but looking at how well I've gotten at it now, I've gone from someone who was an okay coder to now being someone where people ask about coding skills and stuff like that, being trusted with a multiplayer server, stuff like that. I think if I wasn't as good as I've gotten over the last 3 years, I wouldn't have been approached to being asked to do it. So
what would you say, your personal opinion? How have you learned? Is it through YouTube videos? Is it through
it's bashing my head against a wall.
just keep trying to figure out the problem until one day it happens.
Yeah, having this concept in my head, being I want to do this, and just having that drive to keep going until you figure it out. Looking at,
I mean, it's one of them things. I mean, I did game design before I came to uni here, so I'm not the best at coding, but it was for me personally, making a game, it's kind of in the situation of nothing is working, you just want to quit. But when when I feel the work is done, the game's been made, I can kind of sit back and go, it was worth it. it was
It's what's
worth it.
made me fall in love with coding was that dopamine rush you get when everything's green and there's no errors. It's nothing
definitely.
better.
What about you? What kind of got you into it, or
Ooh, sorry, got me into what?
no? What comparing your
Oh, my
first year
first year with
work
yeah.
to here now?
I think not having to use as many tutorials,
Yeah.
as silly as that sounds. I think now when I'm just like, oh, I actually know how to do this, and I don't have
Yeah.
to Google the like exact like specific thing on like how to do it. That makes me feel like I've improved. I feel like that's a big marker of it. I definitely think I've learned the most probably from YouTube,
Yeah.
but then also other people. Like
Yeah.
working in the GA is actually quite
I
nice.
feel like
sometimes.
I mean I'm not in the GA often, but
Yeah.
I could easily imagine like you're in here quite a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know people, people for specific roles, and then if you're having problems with something, I'm sure it's nice to be like, yo, can I have help and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. Especially like you just ask them quick 5 minutes. You're, oh, yo, do you know how to do this? And then
I think
they'll know,
there's
and then it's
there's a lot
great.
of people in here,
Yeah.
obviously.
So someone's got to know.
Someone
Out of all of
must
these
know
people,
how
someone
to
has
do
to know.
this little thing.
Yeah.
But I believe that is all we have time for today. Thank you guys. Honestly,
Thank you.
thank you guys for
Been
being
good fun.
here. It means a lot to us. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself.
Yeah,
been
I
good
have.
fun.
It's been fun. Yeah. Looking
Cool.
forward to the next one.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for people watching at home. I hope you guys have had an amazing time. Our next, so we'll see you guys in February roughly.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll give you the exact dates in the future, but roughly around February. By then, I expect a full polished game.
Oh yeah, fully.
Absolutely.
It'll be on Steam.
Yes,
tomorrow,
Steam. If you get some income, we expect some
50%.
50%.
Yeah, makes sense.
But no, anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. See you later.